From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your evening update.
It's been an active weather day across parts of the area earlier this afternoon in the late morning because of remnant circulation from what was once Hurricane Beryl, bringing showers and thunderstorms to the area. Those have mainly shifted off to the north of us now, but a few more isolated showers are possible. But any severe storm threat that was in the area earlier has now shifted off to the north of our area. Severe weather threat here for southern Middle Tennessee, northwest Alabama ended now as the battery dynamics have pulled north. We got to 91 degrees this afternoon after the storms moved out of the area. We got some sunshine back. Morning low 73. 17/100ths of an inch of rainfall at the Lawrenceburg Airport. Some locations in northwest Alabama getting as much as a quarter to half an inch of rain. A few more locations in Tennessee similar. Other parts of the region haven't even gotten rain, as it was only a broken line of showers and thunderstorms coming through. Not everybody getting the rain today. And if you did not get rain today or yesterday or back on Friday morning after the 4th of July, bad news is we don't have too many rain chances in the forecast here for the next 7 days, which is not good news since we are back in low-end drought conditions that may start to increase in intensity if we stay dry for too much longer. Partly cloudy skies this evening, showers shifting on out of the way, but an isolated shower possible the next couple of hours. Drier air moving in, allowing us to drop into the mid to upper 60s for morning lows toward daybreak, and then that slightly cooler air mass stays in with a northerly wind tomorrow, so daytime highs only into the mid 80s or so as we head into our Wednesday afternoon, despite partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies out there by late in the afternoon. No rain chances. They'll be shifted away for our Wednesday. We hold off rain chances through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll start to get a little warmer beginning Thursday, back to 90 into the lower 90s, mid 90s beginning Friday, but the dew points are going to hold back into the 60s, so we're going to have lower humidity. That means that the heat index values won't be running too much higher than the air temperatures themselves. I do think that will start to change, though, as we head into early next week. We do start to get a thunder shower chance back as early as Sunday, isolated as it will be. You see the daytime highs here the next 7 days, staying down to the mid-80s for Wednesday. A few folks a degree or two warmer than that, but generally staying below 90. Back into the lower 90s Thursday, and then mid, if not upper 90s Friday, and especially the weekend. Notice the difference in the lows, mid to upper 60s through Saturday morning. We get late weekend and early next week, lows back in the 70s. That tells me that dew points come back up, so we're going to get the muggies back. And with daytime highs in the mid to upper 90s, that likely means heat index values over 100, if not over 105. Going into the first half of next week. We are watching the tropics, but nothing to watch out there. Beryl had its last advisory issued this afternoon, as it's just a remnant low. No systems developing out in the Atlantic, not expecting any to develop for at least the next 7 to 10 days. The next name on the list will be Debbie. We had Alberto earlier in June. We've just gotten Beryl out of the way, and we snuck in a brief tropical storm Chris this past weekend in the Bay of Campeche. So that's how Chris got knocked off the list as well. That developed while we were tracking Beryl in the Caribbean. That was very short-lived and moved into Mexico. Debbie's the next one on the list. Plenty to watch as we head through the next several months in the Atlantic hurricane season. Dropping out of the 90s and the 80s this evening into the 70s, into the overnight, and eventually making it into the mid to upper 60s as we head toward daybreak out there. Warming into the 80s, mid to upper 80s for a Wednesday. A little bit warmer Thursday and Friday, the lower half of the 90s. Humidity staying down, though. It starts to change late weekend. Maybe a thunder shower Sunday. A slightly better chance of a couple thunder showers as we head toward the middle of next week. There's Luke's latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock for a final check of your local weather.